All right, so I was randomly looking at Ulta for some reason at the new arrivals, which I don't do often. I'm not super on top of all the makeup releases. I am just a curious makeup buyer. So whenever I am in the mood to buy makeup and beauty and all that kind of stuff, then do I go on Ulta. But I was on the new arrivals today and I saw something that was kind of interesting. I feel like no one's really talked about it. No one has really said anything, at least from what I've seen on my own YouTube page. But basically, I guess Ulta has their own Ulta favorites, similar to how Sephora does their favorites, but they actually call it Beauty Finds by Ulta Beauty. It's kind of like a collection, a curation of small mini products from other brands, and then they just all put them together, which I think is really awesome. I'm curious as to why I haven't seen any marketing about this. They all say new on them, so I think that they're kind of just released. Yeah, I thought we would talk a little bit about some of these that I found. I am actually, spoiler, but I'm not really gonna pick up any of these because I think personally I have enough, but I just kind of wanted to share these in case any of them seem interesting to you. Now, it looks like that there's 11 kits in total. I think I'll walk through all of them, but I'll briefly go over some of them so as to not make it too long. But the first one here, we have the Study Break Survival Sampler Kit. This is an $81 value and you pay $19, which $19 when the value is 81. I'm trusting them that 81 is the actual true value, but that seems like a pretty good savings. So I'm pretty happy with this. As far as the products that are included, I'm not too jazzed about any of them really. I haven't actually tried out, I think, any of it. I am curious about the mascara though. I think that's is that the Lancome? Yeah, it's the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. I've always wanted to try that out, but for the reason that I'm not really interested in the rest of the products, I probably won't pick this up. And one of the products that is in here is hair bands, which I don't really need hair bands. This is a set that's apparently worth $81. It's not really up my alley, but maybe if you're interested. All right, next kit is the AM Beauty Boost Sampler Kit. And similar to the previous one, this one is also an $81 value and it is $19. So this one I'm a little bit more interested in, but like I said before, I don't think I'll pick up any of these because I don't really need all these little mini products in my life. But this one actually has some products that I'm a little bit more interested in. So particularly, I actually really like the REM highlighter. I mentioned that, I believe, in my previous video. That might have been my all-time favorite products. I really like this highlighter. It really works well on my skin tone. I am confused though, a little bit confused, because I'm reading the description of them and the REM highlighter says the size is 0.8 ounces, but when I actually go to the highlighter itself, not in the collection but in REM Beauty, and if I purchase the highlighter, it says the size is 0.28, so that's even smaller. So something's not mathing, I guess. I don't know which one is the right size. And yeah, so I don't actually know if this is a full size or a mini size. I want to say it's a full size, but do not quote me on that. I have no idea. I don't know what the right sizing of these are, but you do get a REM highlighter in there, and I think it's a good value because that REM highlighter by itself, if you get the full size, is 20 something dollars, and this whole kit is only $19. So I do think it's a good value. Other things I'm interested in is I actually don't really use that Urban Decay all-nighter spray, but I've heard a lot of people talk really good things about it. It is a good product, I think. I've always also been curious about the Lancome Genifique. I think it's a serum. That's interesting too, but yeah, so those are a couple of the products. I don't have experience with any of the other products, so I can't attest to those, but it seems like a good value. If you are interested in some of these products, maybe that is of interest to you. The third one is called First Day Fabulous Beauty Sampler Kit. This one is $106 dollar value, and you actually only pay $24. So that seems if these values are true, these seems like actual discounts, really good values. But when I'm looking at some of these products, it's none of these products are actually products that I'm actually have been on my radar or anything. But I just wanted to share this. The value seems good, but again, like, do not buy something just for the value. Like, don't buy something just because it's on sale, kind of deal. Buy it only if you are actually going to use them. So yeah, it cuts down on like waste and you like throwing things away. And it also cuts down on just like how much money you're spending, right? We all want to save money in this kind of day and age. So don't just buy it because it seems like it's a good value. Only buy it if you actually think that you're going to use all these products or a majority of these products. All right, the fourth one that we have, I'm going to go through this one really quickly. This one is called the School Year Signature Scents 7-piece Sampler Kit. Now this one is different. This one is just perfumes and fragrances. I do not have any history with any of these, so I cannot talk about any of them. So that's basically why it's a really quick one. It also is a little bit of a lesser like savings. It's a $35 value and you pay $25. You do, it says like you get a gift card. So similar to how like those, what is it, the Sephora kits, I think that at one point you could like cash in like a coupon or something and then you can get like a full size from the mini set. This one is a little bit different. This is, I guess, like Ulta's take on it. You get a $15 gift card. So I think it's like a $15 gift card if you buy like one of the items in this kit, like a full size in this kit. A little bit different than how Sephora is doing it. I don't really have any interest in any of these perfumes or fragrances, so it's not really something that I'm gonna pick up. But if you are getting into fragrances and want to go that route, this would be an option. Next kit, I've kind of forgotten the number at this point, but we have the Fall in Love with Conscious Beauty Sampler Kit. Okay, so this is supposed to be, I guess, conscious beauty, like I guess that clean beauty kind of thing, which I don't really know what that means, so I'm not really gonna talk about that. But this one is $142 value and you pay $40. So a good amount of savings. I will still say, I don't know, I'm not really interested in many of the products. Like some of them I've heard around, but it's not enough for me to actually pick up this item. For this one, there's only a couple that I've kind of heard about or have been interesting to me. So, I mean, there's the Brazilian like bum cream, it looks like. There's the Living Proof instant defrizzer. Actually, I don't really have too much of a problem with frizz. I think more of my problem is like with volume. They also have like the Ole Hendrickson banana eye bright cream, I think. There's the Briogeo like frizz one, but again, I don't really struggle too much with frizz. I don't know, none of these products are really like shouting out to me. There's some products that I might want to try, but it's not enough for me to actually pull the trigger and like actually go buy this. But yeah, this one is one of their heftier kits. It seems like you get like quite a lot of items in it. So yeah, just putting it on your radar. Next one we have is more for the eyes. So this one is limited to mascaras. So this is called the Ultimate Mascara Sampler Kit. Very similar to how Sephora does it. They don't have any like cash in where you can like get a little coupon or a voucher to actually go into store and get the full size one. But I think it's still a great value. It is $88 value. You pay $24, and there's some good ones in here, I think. I mean, again, there's the Lashy Doll. There is the highly rated anti-gravity mascara from Milani. I have tried that one out. I actually did return it. It wasn't really for me. I have very specific and stubborn lashes that only like very certain products on it. So yeah, I'm kind of maybe like an outlier that has very straight downturned eyelashes. I need something that's actually gonna hold a curl. This one, sadly, I don't think what lived up to my expectations, but it's something that I've heard a lot of people like. I mean, it's called highly rated, so who knows. Again, there's the Lancome Idol mascara. There's Tarte Maneater, I think. There's a L'Oreal Voluminous. There's a MAC one. I think that's a Fenty one. I won't go through all of them. You guys can probably see it in like video clips. And then there is the very popular Essence Lash Princess. I tried that out and I did agree it was pretty good for like a lot of the mascaras that I tried. But nowadays, I have found so many other mascaras that I like better. So kind of kicked off the totem pole, I guess, now, but it is still okay. Next one is a really big, like beefy kit. This one is called the Back to School Glow Session Sampler Kit. This one has a huge value. This is $237 of a value, and you only pay $30. So pretty good there. But like I said, and I'll keep reiterating, do not buy these products just because it is a good value. Buy it because you actually want to try out all these products. So yeah, this one has a lot of products that actually I have heard of. Like there are some pretty good ones. I've heard good things about Dermatologica. There's some Drunk Elephant in there. There's even Sunday Riley, which is a pretty like expensive brand. There is the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser, which I tried way back in the day, and I thought it was a good solid cleanser. And then there's also included, there is the Peace Out Acne Healing Dots. And you know, there's a lot of different kind of healing dots. I think they all kind of work the same. I've been using, I think it's like the CosRX ones for quite a while, but yeah, like I said, I think they're all the same. They work really well, at least for me. All right, now we get on to actually, if I had to recommend a set, this would be the one that I'm most interested in. Actually, I won't say I recommend it. I'll just say personally, this is the one that I'm most interested in. This is the Dermatologist recommended sampler kit. And this is a $96 value. You pay $24.99. So the reason I said this is the one that I'm most interested in is because out of all the products, these ones are the ones that I've kind of heard the most, like, you know, in talks on the internet about how good it is. So we have the CeraVe Acne Foaming Wash. Now, CeraVe, basically all their products are a hit. I use the Essay Cleanser, I believe, in the shower. I don't particularly use this one. I don't struggle too much with acne. You know, that's saying it's not like I never have acne. Of course I do. I am a human being at the end of the day. But yeah, particularly, I don't know if the acne one is necessarily for me. I have kind of like normal-ish kind of skin, and I think the acne line is more for like oily skin types. Other than that, there is like the Vanicream, it looks like, which I think that actually might be a cleanser. I think the Vanicream, usually when people talk highly about it, it's about like the actual cream. There's like some good brands on here too. There's Dermalogica, there's Aquaphor, there's Cetaphil, which is like the very gentle kind of, you know, skincare. There's Vichy Mineral 89, and I remember getting a sample way back in the day. I used it and I absolutely loved it. I've been trying to find kind of like an excuse to buy it ever since I've tried that and used it up, but I really haven't bit the bullet. I've got a lot of skincare to get through, and yeah, but I kind of really want to go back to using that. I just haven't found the occasion to. Next we have is the Aven. I don't know how to say it, but I always see it around and I've always wanted to try it. I really like the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. I used up an entire jar of that, loved it, it was great. It felt lightweight, it was like gel on my skin. Although this one is the water cream, so it might be a little bit thicker. Other products in here, we have the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. Again, another product that I really want to try. I've heard a lot of good things about that. So yeah, this is probably the only kit that I've actually like a good amount, I would say I'm kind of interested in or really like, and I've tried. If I was to get one, which I'm not really going to buy any of these, but this would be the one that I would buy because the value is pretty good as well. And yeah, they're all really good items, I think. At least I think. They're dermatologist recommended, so hopefully they are good. Next one we're 3 from the last of them. This one is called Back to School Beauty Basics Sampler Kit. This one, I'll go through really quickly. There's nothing in here that I am really curious about getting. I think a lot of these kits are geared towards the younger audience, like a little bit like adolescence age. So yeah, a lot of these brands are really not something that I'm too interested in. I'm a little bit more geared towards younger, like teenagers. The branding on all these packaging are very like colorful and such. I'm not saying that any of these products are necessarily just for younger audiences. Like if you like the fun, like cute packaging, the pastel packaging, you know, you could buy it for yourself. So okay, next one we have here, this is another scent fragrance set. This is called the Stunning Spring Scents 6-piece sample kit. This one is $25. And strangely, it does not have a value. So I don't really know what that means. I heard sometimes when Sephora doesn't put the value, it's actually a worse value. So maybe that's a hint that this is also a worse value. But this one is also the same in the sense that you get a $15 gift card. But I think the gift card is only valid on, yeah, from brands featured in this kit. That's at least what the detail says. And yeah, I will say at the time I'm recording this, there is 13 reviews on here and it has a 1.6 star rating. So that's not good. I don't know why. I'm not really gonna read them right here, right now. Actually, should I? I clicked the reviews, but I don't see any. I don't see any written reviews, but it doesn't seem like that many people are jazzed about it. It seems like people have bought it already, but this might be a dud set if you ask me. Okay, last but not least, I'm not really sure if I should talk about this one because it's already out of stock. This one seems maybe like the most popular one. This one is called the Glow Getter Sampler Kit. It is $133 value and you pay $29. So this one is kind of similar to a previous one. It has like the same REM highlighter. It has the Urban Decay All Nighter. It looks like, I think that's a Too Faced lip injection. There is a NARS blush. It looks like there's a Laura Mercier powder, translucent powder, I believe. And yeah, just a couple of other items. I am curious kind of why this one sold out so quickly. I mean, personally, there's nothing in here that I really want. So again, not really a kit that I'll purchase, but maybe this is of interest to other people. I'm not sure. So those are 11 kits. These seem kind of cool. I've been kind of waiting for Ulta to do something similar to this. I'm glad that Ulta is getting in the game, and yeah. Again, personally, I'm not really gonna pick up any of these. I really encourage you to be conscious of your purchases and not just buy just because things are good value. I just wanted to share some of these. I will have all the sets listed down below. I do not put links in them because I don't make the commission-y kind of things off of them, but they're just listed down below to help you out if you are ever looking for them, some of them. So that's it. That's this really quick video. I don't really know if it's actually gonna be quick when I edit it down, but hopefully you enjoy, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.